call law, Abinah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Okay? Double honors to the elders and apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations and greetings to the Akim out there, out there laboring in his truth, on the highways and byways, making their bodies a living sacrifice, and a sign and an ensign, for the days to come. And to the Akwaf that's out there, listening to their husbands on total suggestion, and learning from their husbands and sincere, and really see this thing about to end. I say keep up the fight and keep referencing your husbands under total subjection. And just want to say peace, to the believers out there, that just believe, that hear this word and you're drawn to this word and you believe, I just want to say shalom, means peace, and we're going to get right into this lesson right now. This lesson right here is a video I woke up, and it's the brother from Alabama. I forgot the brother name, but he's a beautiful, beautiful brother, and his teaching is very deep, and it makes you think about a lot of things, But I came across this video. It's called his channel is Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy, right? Please check this brother out. You're gonna need this brother in your life, to further your edification and to further your understanding, all through Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But don't let these celebrities, man, cause you to to take this hip, man. This charagma, right? Don't let them cause you, to take this thing, man. Right? So I wanted to get into this lesson because they're gonna use this guy, they at least are using this guy, this rapper called Kid Boo. I ain't never heard of him, but I'm sure he influences the youth and the masses, you see what I'm saying, with his entertainment and with his rap, and they're using him and many people like him to cause all to receive that hip, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna get right into the video right now. This is disclaimer on top of a disclaimer. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I got this from the brother Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy, from brother Elder from Alabama. So I'm gonna get right into this.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
The whole agenda is to create a one-world government.
Just said, though it tarry, wait for it. Okay, and what's that vision, man? That's those prophecies, man. And the hip, Revelation 13, 15, 16, right? Verse 15 to 16, that's one of those prophecies that's coming to pass, man. You said, though it tarry, wait for it. Okay? Right? Be patient. Oh, because it's going to come. The Father is not going to, Yahweh is not going to go back on his word. Once his word is out, that's it. It said, though it tarry, wait for it. Keep going.
Where everybody has an RFID planted in them.
We need to normalize the device. We need to normalize the, let's say, the approach to put a device into your body. I believe the way forward would be to capitalize on our ambassadors, and as long as people see that this device is used by a friend, member of a family, or a famous person, that's the way forward to bring
said, right? Let's run that back. Let's run that back.
a friend, member of a family, or a famous person, that's the way forward to bring the device to the mass ambassadors. And as long as people see that this device is used by a friend, member of a family, or a famous person, that's the way forward.
So he said, if people see that this device is used by family or a famous person, then they can push, it'll be easier for them to push, this madness, man. You hear this? You hear these devils talking and they putting it right in your face, man. You okay? So it ain't like, they not telling you, they telling you right in your face, man, that they gonna use your family members and they gonna use these celebrities and entertainers to pretty much push their agenda, man. Okay? And they're gonna try to make it, they're gonna give it to you, they're gonna try to make it seem so good, man. They're gonna offer you money. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna offer you a healthy lifestyle, right? But this is what these devils this devils is conjuring up, man. Right? That's why I say he causes all, man. He's gonna use all his avenues, pretty much his satanic avenues, right, to push this agenda on you, right? And one of those, two of those, what is going to be your family members and entertainers, man. Right? Let's get back into it. That's what he said. Let's rewind it back.
Used by a friend, member of a family, or a famous person, that's the way forward to bring the device to the mass market. And that's...
You hear that? That's the way to bring the device to the market, man. They telling you right there.
We are working on it.
One of these days, these kids, I think you call them millennials or something, they're going to take these little tiny RFID, radio frequency identification, it's not the size of a grain of rice. And they're going to be cool, Scotty. Oh, they're going to be waiting in line overnight to get implanted. This is the mark of the beast.
Okay, and this is the scripture we're talking about right here. Revelations 13:16. It says, and he calls us all, right? It says all, meaning everybody. And that word, when you break that word calls, I mean, he said it's just to make someone to do something, right? It said he calls all, both small and great, right? Rich and poor. Right? You see, it didn't say middle class enough, but it said rich and poor. It said free and bond, right? To receive a charagma, right, in their right hand and in their forehead, right? Come on, man. And that's the agenda that they push. They're going to use the entertainers and your family members to push one of the avenues that they're using to push this harpma, man. This see it, right? When you break this word down right here, you'll see what I mean when I say charagma, right? You see it? It says that no man, right? That no man, meaning nobody, might buy and sell, right? So you're not going to be able to buy and sell, right? You're not going to be able to purchase anything at your local stores, your grocery stores, where you can go in and send money and you can exchange your so-called, money, which is really just reserve federal notes, with no value behind them, right? But we have an illusion that that's money when it's not, right? But that's going to be done away with, it's going to be a cashless society, right? So they burning that money up, man, pretty much. Right? That money is burnt up, you know. So it said, and that no man might buy and sell, save he that had the mark. Ooh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Save he that had, you know, the character, man. Right? So no man buy and sell except he that had the character, man. That word said means like except. Right? It says, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? So pretty much you're gonna be outcasted, man. Pretty much, if you're not going along with this agenda, you're gonna be outcasted. You know, they show you this in plenty of these movies, you know, that they come across. You know, it's a lot of movies that's out here, and it reveals their agenda. Okay. One of the movies is called Implanted. You know, y'all might want to check that movie out. It's called Implanted. You know, check that movie out.
If the government was pushing a micro RFID chip in the hand, it holds all your cash, all your information, car keys and stuff like that, would you be willing to get it?
I'd be a little skeptical at first.
A little skeptical?
Yeah.
But would you consider it?
After I see a few people get it, maybe I'll...
You hear that? After I see a few people. You heard what he said in the beginning of the video. He said that he's going to use the family members and entertainers. So they're gonna acquiesce to this agenda, right? And succumb to this agenda pretty much after they see other people doing it. Naive, man. When you break that word naive down, it means near Eve, meaning being easily deceived, man. Just like Eve was in the garden. All right? Easily influenced. Right? Don't let these entertainments and your family members influence you, you know, to disobey the Most High, man. Abba now we get how by Shimi how shy, man. Don't let them cause you to do this. Right? He said, after I see other people getting it. Yeah, that's what he said.
Once he injects it.
And this is this guy, Kid Cudi, or Kid Boo. Rewind it back.
After I see a few people get it, maybe I would.
Once he injects it, you can't keep the muscle flat.
You can feel the sinister in the silence while he's getting this, you know, charagma, man. You can feel the sinister, you know, if you will, in the silence, man, while he's getting this thing. Let me rewind it back, man. Listen to the silence and the sinister, you know, it's like,
Once he injects it, you can't keep the muscle flat.
feel how silent, you hear how silent it is, you know, it's sinister, you know.
In there. That wasn't so bad, it was a slight pinch.
You hear that? He said, oh, it wasn't so bad. It's like a pinch, right? And if you will, you know, during the planned, you know, demic, right? That's exactly the same influence that they were doing, you know, that they were pushing. You know, they was using our women, especially the black woman, so-called, right? They was using these entertainers, these celebrities, right? A lot of our family members, oh, well, it wasn't bad, you know. Hey, I just went in there, you know. That's what they use. And they push this out to the masses, man. And look at the skull and bones on this shirt with the serpent. You see that? Come on now. This subliminal, you know, it's subliminal right here. But right here, during the video, it's all out. They telling you right there. This is the serpent, man. This is pushing the serpent, man. Which is death to the masses. You know, when you see the skull, pretty much that represents death. Right? And this serpent represents subtlety, man. And gradualism. Right? So look, he calls it all. Through his influence, through the elites are using these entertainers, your family, okay, to push this thing.
We're done. People just got a secret investor.
Secret investor.
He requested I do microchip.
So he said the secret investor requested that he be microchip, so-called. Right? You hear this, right? A secret investor calls him to get the Quran. Ain't no telling what this dude done, you know, behind scenes, man. Right?
Give you guys a quick message.
Paradism. A new political system where all goods and services are provided for free by robots so humans can live their lives.
So humans can live their lives. It's called paradism, man. Look that up. Right? Didn't Carl Schwab and his understudy Yuval Noah say you would own nothing but be happy? Come on, man. It's clear. It's evident of what's going on, right? It's evident that Revelation 13, right? 15 through 18 means what it says. It's evident, right? He calls it all.
Those of you who don't know, be aware. We all need to fight the good fight to free mankind and give jobs to robotics. A world without money, a world without government.
You hear that?
I saw a video where you're getting.
You hear that? A world without money, a world without government, man. Which ultimately is that nuevus ordo seclorum, man. Look on the back of that dollar. You're going to know what I'm talking about. Nuevo ordo seclorum, man, if I'm saying it right. Right? They had this planned out since the beginning. They at least had this planned out since for a long time, man. Right?
Micro installed in your arms.
I got that motherfucker in right now. Touch it.
I don't want to touch it, man.
You want to touch it?
Nah, I'm good.
Where's it at? It's right here. Like a grain of rice.
Yeah.
And
Like a grain of rice, right? That's how small it is, man. But they pushing it. Like it's okay. I'm doing it. Hey, look at me. Ain't nothing happened to me yet.
Anything and everything that is RFID technology related.
So like
you like a
Bluetooth.
walking iPhone?
Technically, like Bluetooth, what RFID technology is like a wireless signal tapping for like an access points. So like for you ever did tap payment somewhere?
Yeah.
See, this fucking serpent he uses gradualism, you know. He uses gradualism, you know, to push his agenda, man. Just like a serpent, man. You know, when a serpent, is gonna attack its prey, it's gonna sneak up on you. And it's like, those are the methods that he got to use, man. Right? And he's gonna use his gradual steps to get to you. And once he strike, when he strike, you're not even gonna know where it came from, pretty much. You ain't gonna know what happened. And that's how this devil operates, through his gradualism. Right? That's why he said, just like the credit card, you got the chip on it or whatever, the tap payment and all that. Hey, man, gradually putting this in your face, man. Just like the frog in the pot, right? Frog ain't gonna know he getting boiled, right? Because you're gonna gradually turn that heat up. You can't just throw that frog into that pot. He's gonna jump right back out, right? So he gradually turns the heat up on us, man. Gradually. And before you know it, you dinner, man. You dinner. But you can't deceive the elect, man. You cannot deceive the elect, man.
That's one. Or
So you tap your hand.
in fact, your card that you guys used to get into this building is RFID technology.
Right.
When you're driving on the what
let's
RFID
rewind this
technology is.
Nah, I'm good.
Where's it at? It's right here. It's like a grand
Listen to this fool, man.
Yeah.
And what does the microstrip do?
Anything and everything that is RFID technology related.
So like
you like a
Bluetooth.
walking iPhone?
Technically, like Bluetooth, what RFID technology is like a wireless signal tapping for like an access points. So like for
Right,
your,
you hear that, right?
tap payment.
A wireless for access, a wireless tap for access points, meaning in order to have access to certain things, right? You're going to need this charagma, man. You're going to need this grain of rice. And they slowly was giving you this in your computers, in your credit cards, in your debit cards, right? On your phone. Think about this, gradualism. They were slowly issuing this thing upon you. You see what I'm saying? And then once you became accustomed to that, after a while, they enter in a new way to figure it out. Now, ultimately, it's going to be you, man. Ultimately, it's going to be you with the R to the I to the, F to the I to the D. Right? It's going to be you with the C hip, man. Why? Because ultimately, they want control over you, man. It's not good enough that we got the phones and you can go everywhere, even though we all got our phones, with us, and they still tracking us like that. But you can lose your phone, right? You can take the chip out the phone. You see what I'm saying? And you can move around, and throw the phone to the side. But guess what? You can't do that with the C hip or the charagma that's in your body, man. Because it's going to be with you at all times. Why? Because it's inserted into you. Right? Just like a serpent or a snake would insert his venom into you. It's going to be into you, man. Right? There ain't no coming back from this, y'all. Let's let this fool continue to talk, man.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
That's one. Or
So you tap your hand.
in fact, your card that you guys used to get into this building is RFID technology.
Right.
When you're driving on the highway with your tolls, taking payment, all of this is forms of that. And in the near future, a company right now is developing, I'm going to be one of the first humans to have this installed in my body, is a health ID card, which will tell you everything you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to.
You hear that? It's this movie called, I believe it's called After Earth, something like that, with Will Smith and his son. Don't quote me, but I believe that's what it is. And it shows you that technology, man. On how they're gonna, they'll be able to view, all your health history, what's wrong with you, if you got a cold, if you're sick, if you this, your temperature is high. And when you watch that movie Implanted, it's gonna show you that technology does that, right? It's gonna show you that. where they try to be a little subtle with it, you know, and try to make it seem like it's not real or this is not what they pushing or it's just a movie. No, it's not just a fucking movie, man. But you can't deceive the elect. We know what you're doing, man. We see you. We see you, man, E. We see you, man. Fucking devils.
Installed in my body is a health ID card, which will tell you everything you're allergic to, what you're not allergic to, your entire breakdown.
And that's what's going on. Right? You see that? Revelation 14:10, it says the same shall drink of the wine. Oh, let's rewind that.
What you're not allergic to, your entire breakdown.
Right? It's Revelation 14:9, right? It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, right? His draconian measures, right? His draconian measures, worship the beast and his image and receive the charagma, right? And receive the charagma. And receive the charagma in his forehead or in his hand. You hear me? Listen. It said, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Right? Oh, you gonna drink that cup, man? You gonna drink that them newts, man? Because it's coming. Right? It said, which is poured out without, was poured out without mixture. You hear me? It's equivalent to having like the strongest drink, you know, with no chasing, you know? You ain't put no orange, there ain't gonna be no little sweet orange juice. It's not gonna be sweet orange juice, cranberry juice, and to chase it down. No, you getting it raw. You getting it with no fucking cut. Right? It said, poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, man, his wrath, the Lord's wrath, man. It said, and he shall be tormented, right, with fire and brimstone, right, which is World War III, man. And when the Lord come back with the chariots, man, he said, in the presence of the holy angels, right. And in the presence of the Lamb, capital Lamb with the L, that's Yahweh Shai, man, our big brother, right? It said, verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, you know, and they have no rest day and no night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the charagma of his name, man. Right? So if you receive the charagma of his name, right? That means it's just no different. That's no different than you getting married to a man, right? And what happens when the woman get married to the man, right? She receives what? His what? Name. Pretty much. It denotes ownership. It denotes a possession, right? It denotes a marriage. You follow me? And that's what's going on. If you receive this said charakma, man, you pretty much is receiving his name. You're being married into that agenda. Right? Ain't no coming back for that. You know? It ain't no coming back from that. Right? So let's go to the scriptures right now. Let's go to the scriptures right now. All right? Go to that blue letter. Okay. This is Revelations. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, Revelation 13 and 14, it says, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Right? It says, well, and how do we have power to do it, man? Because the earth was given unto him, man. Was given unto him to do it. Right? So he's going to deceive the masses, that dwell upon the earth, man. Through those miracles, through those methods that he uses. Right? Those methods and miracles, which through his technology, that the Lord gave him, to deceive himself, to make him feel that he's God. Right? It says, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Right? Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live by a sword. Right? And who was given that blessing, man? Esau, Edom. Okay? That blessing, by the sword he shall live, man. Right? It says, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. Right? How is it speaking, man? Through his laws, man. Through his draconian measures, right? That's how it's speaking. Right? And ultimately speaking through the entertainers, showing you, oh, this is like we just seen, oh, this is okay, It said, and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, and what's an example of that? Muammar Gaddafi, right? What happened to him in Libya, right? He didn't want to worship the image of the beast, right? He didn't want to worship the image of the beast. And part of the image is through his monetary system, through his money. He didn't want to be on the dollar anymore, right? So what he do? He said, "Oh man, I want to get on gold, man. I want my form of currency to be gold, right?" And what happened? They took his ass out. The same thing with Saddam Hussein. Now these are examples on a larger scale, right? When it says, and cause that many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You see that? On a larger scale, if you're not down with this system, right? He gonna get rid of you, man. He gonna get rid of you. Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi as examples, man, on a larger scale. That they didn't want to worship the image of the beast anymore, right? They didn't want to be drinking of that cup anymore, right? So their penalty was death. They didn't want to deal with the U.S. currency anymore, man. Right? So let's go to Revelations right quick. Let's go to the next chapter. Let me see. Oh, shit. Bear with me. Right? Revelation 14. Let's start at 9. Doom for the worshipers of the beast. You hear that? Doom for the worshipers of the beast. Doom, meaning destruction, right? For the worshipers of the beast. That's what we just read in Revelation 13, right? Right? He called, and the ones who didn't want to worship the beast, he caused them to be killed, right? It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, verse 9, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive the mark on his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, right? Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, right? And in the presence of the Lamb, right? So the ones who be a partaker of this, right? Of this beast's image, right? Gonna receive the indignation of the Lord, man. Of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? So back to Revelation 13, it says, verse 16, it says, and he called it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads. A charagma, once you break this down. Right? Once you break this word mark down, you're going to see what I was talking about. See? Look, charagma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma, right? What did it say? It says a stamp, an imprinted, you see that? Of the charagma stamp on the forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It's a badge, man. You know, when you're a police officer, something you got a badge, right? And your badge denotes or who you represent. You feel what I'm saying? It says a badge, which really is a badge of dishonor, right? It says the charagma branded upon horses. That solidifies ownership, man. That solidifies possession, right? If you was to get this, it says a thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images, right? So let's go into the root. Let's see what it says there. It's a pale or a stake, a palisade, right? It's an pale between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are packed together, right? But that's what's going on, man. It's a stake. You know, when you drive a stake into one, you know how they used to say to the vampire, they used to drive a stake, you know, it has to be inserted, you know, imprinted, you know. So that's what this that's what this devil is trying to issue upon the earth right now, man. Right? That's what's going on. So we see what's going on, right? It's clear, it's evident, right? It said here, it said where we at? Verse 17, it said, and that no man might buy and sell, save, except he had, right? He that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? Here's wisdom. Let him that understandeth count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, right? And his number is 666. You know, that's where they get that 666 from, right? Chasta sigma, you know? Let's go into that so you can see what I'm talking about. Right? Right? Sigma. Stigma, right? Stigmata, meaning what? Marks, cuts. You know, they're going to have to cut, you know what I mean? So, you know, come on now. It's evident. You know, it's evident of what's going on. Right? So don't fall for the okie doke, man. I'm gonna get one more scripture and I'm gonna get out of here. Let's go to Isaiah 28:15. All right. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15, it says, look, the heading is Judah is warned, right? It said, because he has said, verse 15, because ye have said, we have made a covenant, which is a marriage, an agreement, right? Right? Remember what I say, you know, the wife gets the last name of the husband, right? It said with death. There you go. And with hell are we at agreement. Okay, it says when the overflowing scourges, right? Let's look at that word scourge, right? When the overflowing scourges, right? We got the root, roaring, scourge. To go, to rove about, to go to and fro, right? Right? So those scourges is the famine, man. The famine, you know, the sedition among men, you know, the plagues that the Lord is bringing forth, right? Shall pass through, right? It says, because he has said, we have made a covenant or a marriage with death, right? And with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourges shall pass through it, it shall come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, right? Right? Through what? Esau's pseudoscience, man. Right? And under falsehood have we hid ourselves, right? So, hey, man. That's it, man, right now, you know. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, you know, Baba Ba. Kwam Yashala.